All right, so this property line, I'm looking at a fence here. We believe that this fence is basically put in place for convenience. We think I'm on the west side of the creek. You can see the creek flowing over there. And there's a fence line that comes along here. Heidi has said that she believes this is really for convenience as a ranching fence in order to keep in livestock. It does not represent the property line. Okay, I am at the head gate of the Excelsior ditch. You can see here water's moving through here. There is an overflow ditch here where it could potentially fork if the water was way up. I am on this is the fence line for the southernmost boundary. This fence stretches across from east to west. You can see a sign out there. Is that an FM light sign? We've got an FM light sign right there, and then just on the other side of it is Highway 40. You can see over next to that tree a telephone box, and then there's the highway. And so then you can see the beginning of the berm, and then back in the distance you can see the loafing shed and the barn. And then here is the fence that we believe is the easternmost boundary. Okay, I've moved up the ditch just about 60-80 feet. There's another fork where there's an additional ditch currently dry. Water level would need to be way up in order to hit that. And then you can see the ditch passes through, so there's a little bit of a bridge here for to get tractors in or whatever else. Currently it's fenced off, so you'd never use that. Okay, I am on the western boundary of the property. The ditch, there is the highway and a little bit of a berm from the highway, and then here's the berm that creates the sound barrier for the property. In between it is the ditch. The ditch runs right, as you can see, along the fence within about 10 or 12 feet of the fence, and stretches to the north and the west. Okay, I am on the ditch along the western edge. Over here you can see Haymaker Golf Course. Coming into the ditch, there's a culvert that comes underneath of 40 and is currently feeding into the ditch. You can see the flow of the water down from the highway and into the ditch. So here's the ditch running along the edge of the property. The water is flowing from the south to the north. Okay, here I am. Here's the ditch flowing along the highway, and it is right near the fence. I'm about 100 yards to the south and east of the entrance of Haymaker, and the ditch goes into a culvert, passes underneath the big berm, and then it pops out over here. Here's the fence line over near the loafing shed that you can see where the ditch pops out as the water's traveling north and northwest. Okay, I am on the Excelsior ditch, currently facing to the south and east. You can see the berm here to my right. Down here you can see an old culvert that popped through. It's not currently carrying any water. This is the point where the ditch turns and heads pretty much due north towards the house. You can see the house back there, and then property stretching further to the west. And you can see here, currently, water's flowing pretty good through here. Nature of the peak runoff. So I'll head to the north from here. Okay, this is one of the more complex parts of the water, where the water intermingles. So I am currently facing to the south. This is the Excelsior Ditch. It's running into the property. Here you can see there's water coming in, a very low flow. This is the Windsor Ditch. Here, these two ditches intermingle. And then here, you can see it splits, and there's two separate head gates. One here, and one here. This one heads off and out through the field to the north and the west, and this one runs closer to the house. This does feed the pond. This can feed the pond. Well, there's a head gate. Yeah, I mean the gate is closed, but that obviously goes to the pond. And this is plugged off entirely.
Right. But it leads to an outlet for the pond overflow. See, and this is not how it shows it on the ditch, on the map. It shows it actually merging with the enterprise and then veering off again.
And does it terminate before it crosses? It doesn't cross 24.
Yeah. Well, the enterprise doesn't. It goes under the highway and goes into Haymaker.
Okay. Okay, I am right over by the pond. You can see the pond has a little bit of a channel. Comes from the channel to a head gate. That head gate is closed.